is up, guys, and welcome to a very spooky themed tier list video. I'm your host, BC King, and Halloween is coming up, one of my favorite holidays of all time. And one of the best parts of Halloween, of course, is trick-or-treating. And during trick-or-treating, you, of course, get candy. So I thought it'd be fun for Spooky Month this year to do a tier list where I rank various Halloween candies. Now, I will say I don't think this list has every single candy that you can get during Halloween, but I think a lot of the popular ones are pretty much here. So we're going to go through and rank every single one of these. Now, of course, there is a never had it category because a bunch of these, I think, based on look at them right now, I think I haven't had these. So we'll get there when we get there. I wouldn't normally rank them right now or before we actually start, but I'll go down the list and do them as we come to them. So, without further ado, let's do a one and done take. No cuts here, so let's get right into it. So, first up, we have 100 grand. I've had plenty of chocolate in my lifetime, but 100 grand I actually have not had, surprisingly, so I'm going to put that in the never had it category. 3 Musketeers I've had. Not one of my favorite chocolates ever, but, it's alright. I'll give it a B. It's a very solid chocolate, nothing too mind-blowing. There are different flavors, but I think this one is kind of just referring to the, you know, the OG 3 Musketeers. So, it's good. I'll give it a B. Airheads, here we go. I'm gonna be honest, I don't love Airheads as much now as back in the day, but I still really, really like them. So, I would say Airheads is probably like a high B for me. I can't quite put in A because I know what's going in A and S tier, and I don't see Airheads being in that same league, unfortunately. But I do still like Airheads, so very solid B. Almond Joy, I don't think I've ever had. I know what it is. I've heard of it. Like, I've seen it. I just don't think I've had it myself. I think Almond Joy has got, like, nuts in it, though, right? I'm not a huge fan of, like, nut... I was gonna say nut candy, but, I probably shouldn't say that. But, candy with nuts in it. That sounds not that much better. But anyway, any candy that has like peanuts or whatever else, I'm not a huge fan of. I mean, some I do. We'll get to those in a bit. But Almond Joy, never had it. Now hold on. I can't see what this is. Hold on. Give me a second. Oh, Baby Ruth. I have not had this for sure. I know the person, Babe Ruth, the baseball player. But as far as Baby Ruth, the chocolate or the candy, never had it. Butterfinger. I adore Butterfinger. I don't think I could put it in S tier, but it's definitely an A tier. I love Butterfinger. Never lay a finger on my Butterfinger during Halloween or else I will slap the fuck out of you. I love Butterfinger. Okay, here we go. Here comes a hot take and discussion. Candy corn. I know so many people who absolutely despise candy corn. They think it is the worst candy of all time. I have never thought that. Is it the best candy of all time? Not even close. But is it bad? To me? No. I really like candy corn. Now, I'm not going to put it in A tier, but I will put it at a B tier. Probably even above 3 Musketeers. Not above Airheads, but I am one of the very few people on this planet who actually likes candy corn. And I can see why people do hate it. I know a lot of people would probably put it at like a D or F tier. But for me, I've eaten this candy so much throughout my lifetime, and not once have I ever hated it. I like candy corn. So, might be a hot take. I don't know. It probably is. But that's just my opinion. So, there you go. Alright, Nestle Crunch. Kind of an average candy bar for me. I would say probably a C. It's just kind of, nah. It's not bad, but it's not great. It's like one of the most average ones you can have, personally. Oh, I've not had Dots in so long. I don't think I like them that much, but, I would say probably like a low B. Actually, no. I'm trying to think of how they taste. I would say it's probably the very, very top of C tier, but definitely above Nestle Crunch. This might end up going down here eventually, but for now, we'll keep it there. But, I think Dots are fine. You know, they're not really, anything mind-blowing or anything to write home about, but, they're alright. Oh, Fun Dip. That's an A. I adore Fun Dip. Oh, man. Do they still make Fun Dip? I think they do, right? But, dude, Fun Dip, where you had, like, that giant stick and you put it in and they have to, like, lick it off. Oh, my God. I have always adored Fun Dip. I still do if they still make it. If they do still make it, I'm buying that for Halloween this year, for sure. Okay, here we go. Gummy bears. I think most people are kind of so-so on gummy bears. I really like them. I'd probably say they're definitely a B tier. I would say they're probably... I would say above Three Musketeers. I would say above Candy Corn. I wouldn't say above Airheads, so I think that's a good place for it. But yeah, I like gummy bears. They're gummy, they're chewy, they're delicious. So there you go. All right, Heath Bar. I don't know if I've had actually. I'm gonna say I haven't. Yeah, I don't think I have. I know what it is, obviously, but I haven't had it myself. Hershey's, easy S. Now, if we're ranking all of the Hershey's, like, ever, Cookies and Cream is, like, very, very top of S tier. I adore Cookies and Cream Hershey's, but normal Hershey's is also pretty good. Probably one of my favorite chocolate bars ever. So yeah, definitely easy S for me. Hot Tamales. I know I've had these and I don't really like them. That's probably a D tier. They're not like super terrible, but I don't know. I think like I do love spicy food, but I think spicy candy doesn't really work for me. I don't know. I don't want my candy to be spicy. I want it to be sweet, sour, and, you know, I don't know. I mean, again, not a bad candy, but for my taste, not a huge fan of Hot Tamales. But I know some people are. Jelly beans. I'm not a huge craver of jelly beans. They're kind of alright for me. I'd probably say they're like high C tier, probably just above Dots. But yeah, I think normally I would get like gummy bears and jelly beans, and I don't think I've ever once preferred jelly beans over gummy bears. So yeah, definitely high C tier. Jolly Ranchers. Ooh. I like Jolly Ranchers. Not like a huge fan of them, but that's probably a solid B for me. I would say like bottom of B tier. The flavors are good. I will say having to chew on them after you like suck it down to like the smallest possible size is not really fun because it can get really chewy. But they're still alright. I'll give them like a very low B tier there. Oh, here we go. Hershey's Kisses. Oh, boy. Alright, it's simple, it's small, it's just chocolate, but they're delicious, and sometimes simplicity is good. So, for me, it's probably, like, very low A tier. I love Hershey's Kisses. I don't think I've had a lot of the other flavors besides, like, just the main chocolate flavor. Because they made, like, you know, white chocolate, cookies and cream, I think, was one. I think caramel was also one, but I think I mainly just had the plain chocolate Kisses, but they're good, so definitely low A tier. Kit Kat I think is very underrated. That's probably like a low A tier once again for me. I think Kit Kat is, well, here's the thing. I think Kit Kat is like by far one of the most marketable candies out there because I've seen so many commercials on TV of like, you know, take a break with a Kit Kat and then just snap it off. So, yeah, I think actually, you know what? I would say, like, high B. Like, maybe, like, it's almost A tier, but now that I'm seeing what's coming up, I think I have to put it in, like, a high B tier. Again, these might move later on, but that's where I'm gonna keep it right now. Oh, God, dude! Please, do they still make the Krabby Patties? The gummy Krabby Patties? That's an S. That's, like, very top of S. Bro, I have always loved these things. These were one of my go-to candies as a kid. I don't know if they still make them these days, but bro, the gummy SpongeBob Krabby Patties from way back in the day were always freaking fire. They are so good. It's nothing mind-blowing, but just the novelty of it. And yeah, it's gotta be top of S. Sorry, Hershey's. I still love Hershey's to death, but yeah, gotta put the Krabby Patty, like, I love Hershey's. Oh, here we go. So we have Lifesaver Gummies and then the original, like, harder Lifesavers. The hard Lifesavers, definitely like a low D, or, well, Yeah, I would say like maybe high D, like just above hot tamales. Not a huge fan of the hard lifesavers. The gummy ones though, I would say are not that much better, but definitely enough to be put in C tier. I would say maybe like I would say above crunch. I would say above dots. Above jelly beans? You know, I might actually do this. I think I'd rather eat lifesavers over jelly beans, honestly. I still like jelly beans, but lifesavers are pretty good. Not enough to be in B tier, but they're still good. Okay, I think these are the lollipops. What are they called? They're the ones you usually find at the doctor's offices, like when you go to the doctor's. God, what are they called? They have like so many flavors. I forgot the name, but that's like easy A. Like, they're like the fact that like these lollipops have like not that great marketing, but just I don't know. They just they have that weird nostalgia and novelty where it's like they're not super mind-blowing and the packaging hasn't really changed at all, like how they, you know, wrap them up, but they're still fucking fire. I've had so many of these things. I've had like, you know, cotton candy, caramel, chocolate, green apple, and they're all just always good. So, above Hershey's Kisses, I'd probably say no. Probably like low A tier. But yeah, these things are fire. Oh, okay, so I think those are peanut butter M&Ms and then the original M&Ms. Original M&Ms are like maybe top A. I've always loved M&Ms. I would say they're not quite above Butterfingers for me, but it's like it's so close. I love all three of these in like the top of A. I love Butterfingers, M&Ms, and Fun Dip. I would, you know what? I love Butterfinger, but I gotta give it to M&Ms. Yeah, it's like a really close race there at the top of A tier, but they're all great. But I think M&Ms for now takes the top crown in A tier. Peanut butter M&Ms, or what is that carrot? Oh, okay, yeah, it's peanut butter. I think this is the one where it's like the Reese's peanut butter. Not quite as good as M&M's original, but I would say they're probably also like an A tier somewhere. I would say probably bottom of A tier. They're not bad, but I can't put them above the OG M&M's. Like I do love peanut butter, and we'll get to Reese's here in a bit, but I don't know. I'm not like a massive fan of the M&M's Reese's collab, but it's still good. Oh, here we go, Mike and Ike. Do you guys remember when they did that whole marketing campaign of Mike and Ike like disagreeing, and they had to like separate them, and then they were called Mike and Ike's for a while? I think now they are called Mike and Ike's, but there was that whole thing where it's like Mike and Ike had like a falling out, and then they were, you know, no longer called Mike and Ike. It was like Mike's and Ike's, or like Mike's and Ike's were like different things, but right? Is that how it worked? I don't know. But Mike and Ike for me is another like average candy overall. I would say probably like just below dots. Nothing too bad, but it's just kind of average to me. Milk Duds. I love me some Milk Duds. I love that chocolate and caramel. It's definitely gotta be A tier, but like where on A tier is it? I would say about right there for Milk Duds. They may be like turd-shaped candies, but they're delicious. So there you go. Oh, Milky Way is good. Milky Way is definitely like somewhere in A tier. I would say right there, like middle A tier. Like it is, like when I say it's so close between the top like 5 and A tier, it's really close. Like Milk Duds, Milky Way, Fun Dip, Butterfinger, and M&Ms are all so fucking good. It's just, you know, which one do I prefer? Like which one would I have before the others? And for me it would be M&Ms. But I still love all 5 of these, and Hershey's Kisses. But oh, nerds. Here we go. Here we go. It's so close between A and B. I don't know if I love them enough to be an A tier. I would say probably like top of B. Like nerds are great, but I can't really see them in the same league as my A tier candies. But nerds are still good. I love like all the flavors of nerds besides the grape ones. I like, if you guys don't know, I hate pretty much anything that's grape flavored because I just don't like that flavor. But like overall, the nerds flavors are all great stuff. Okay, so some people might hate me for this, but hear me out. I love pretzels, right? I love pretzels. I love these ones. I love the big giant ones you get at like the stand at the mall, like the Auntie Anne's pretzels. But here's the thing, right? During Halloween, I don't want pretzels. That is the one time of the year where I don't want to get pretzels. So if I see pretzels in my Halloween basket, I will most likely never touch them. Because I want to eat candy, not pretzels. So, on any other day, this would be like a A or B. But in terms of Halloween candy, also, why is this here? Is this a Halloween candy? I mean, I guess some people would get pretzels here, like the small bag pretzels. Yeah. But yeah, in terms of Halloween candy, gotta be an F tier. Again, if it was any other time of the year, pretzels are dope. But during Halloween, I will never eat pretzels because candy is what I want, not pretzels. So, might piss some people off, but again, I'm ranking this based on what I'd want to eat during Halloween. And pretzels for me are like the lowest of the low, like not during that time of year. All right, we got Reese's and Reese's Pieces. Reese's are like definitely A tier. I would say like just below Butterfinger. Like, I adore Reese's. Reese's Pieces, not really as good. Probably even like a B tier. I still like them, but I don't know. I would say probably like about there, like middle B tier. They're still good, but I prefer like the cups of Reese's, not the little like biteable or the little like bite-sized candies. But they're still okay. Oh, Ring Pop. Ooh. See, I think old me would have been like A, maybe S. But I think once you grow up, the novelty of what the Ring Pop is does kind of wear off. Because basically, if you guys don't know, for anybody who doesn't have Ring Pops where you're from, basically it's like a ring you put on your finger, like a wedding ring, and then you like lick it with that. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people have been proposed to with Ring Pops, so really good joke there. But again, like, I'm an adult now, so for me, the novelty of the Ring Pop has definitely worn off. But I would say Ring Pop is still at least a B tier. But as far as where, I would say definitely above Jolly Ranchers. I would say, probably, you know what? No, I'd put it here. I'd put it here. Again, old me would have been like definitely here or here. Like 6-year-old, 7-year-old me would have been like A or S. But like 26-year-old me right now would probably say like, you know, the charm of it is definitely worn off over the years, but it's still a really good concept. So it's got to be at least a B tier. So we'll put it there. Rolos, I don't think I've ever had. It's like a chocolate, like circular kind of caramel candy, but I never had it. Oh, Skittles. Bro, there was a long debate in my school, in my, I think elementary school, where people were like, what's better, M&M's or Skittles? I think M&M's are definitely better, but Skittles are not far behind. I don't, here's the thing, right? I like the OG Skittles. I'm not a big fan of the other flavors. Like the tropical flavor, what else was there? There was like a, what were the other ones? But yeah, I just like, you know, I adore the OG Skittles, but the other ones are just kind of eh. I do think it's still at least an A tier though. I would say probably, like about right here, like just above the lollipops and the Hershey's Kiss, or between these two. But yeah, Skittles are still great, but if we were ranking the other flavors, they'd be a lot lower because they don't really have the same, punch for me. So, yeah. Oh, Smarties, bro. If you did not smoke Smarties as a kid, you had no childhood. I'm saying that right now. If you did not do this when you were, like, sucking on Smarties to, like, blow out the smoke from the little candy pieces, then you had no childhood. Everyone did that. Even I did that. Like, I don't smoke it. I don't, like, actually smoke because, you know, I don't. But, like, I did smoke some Smarties, and it was fun. I wouldn't say A tier, though, because they're not really of the same league as my A tiers, but they're gotta be at least a B tier. honestly, I can't put them above some of these in B tier. I would say maybe about, like, there for Smarties. Because, again, the whole novelty of smoking them is cool and all, but they are just, like, circular, sweet candies that don't really have a whole lot of appeal to them. Actually, you know what? I might even go lower. I might put it, like, right here, below, Gummy Bears. Maybe even below Reese's Pieces. Actually, no, I'm gonna keep it there. That's a fair spot for it. But yeah, Smarties are cool. They're fun and all, but I can't really put them any higher than this. Snickers. It's also kinda average like Crunches, but it has a better punch to it for me. But I wouldn't. This is hard. It's definitely no higher than B. I definitely know that for sure. But is it a C tier? I'm gonna say yes. I might change that later, but for right now, it's probably a C tier. Like, it's, like, it and Crunch are very similar in terms of it being just an average chocolate bar, nothing too mind-blowing. I mean, it is still good, but, like, yeah, I'd put it there, honestly. Sour Patch Kids, gotta be S. I adore Sour Patch Kids. Similar to Skittles, the other flavors are not really as good. Like, the OG is where it's at, obviously, but, even then, like, just... Bro, I don't know what it is. I'm not a huge fan of, like, sour food in general, but Sour Patch Kids, I will eat any day of the week. Like, I don't know what it is, but, like, they look cool, they taste delicious, they're fun, they're cute, and they're just a great candy, so, gotta be at least somewhere in S tier. Starburst. I think Old Me would have said, maybe, like, low A. I would say it's probably at least a B. I would say about, like, right here. Actually, no. I would say above Airheads, and I would say probably just below Kit Kat. I do love Starburst. The thing for me, though, is that Starburst is good, but it's very, very chewy. Like, very, very chewy. And it can be hard to swallow at sometimes. Based on how, like, you know, soft it is at that time. But, yeah, I love Starburst, but I think the chewiness does kind of knock it down a couple pegs for me, but it's still at least a B tier. I would say probably just below Airheads, actually. That's a lie. I'd probably put it right there. Below Gummy Bears, probably. I would say right there is a good spot for it. Again, I might change these down the list before we finish it, but that's where I put it for right now, honestly. Swedish Fish. I've heard of these. I know what they are. I don't think I've ever had them. Might be a surprise to you guys, but I've never had these, I think. So, actually, maybe I don't think I did. I'm gonna keep it there. I don't want to, like, say I did when I didn't and lie to myself, so there we go. Alright, what the fuck is this thing? Is this a chocolate toothbrush? What the hell is this thing? Well, I never had it, that's for sure, but, like, what the fuck is it? It's like a chocolate toothbrush? Do you brush your teeth with it? The fuck is this? Why is a toothbrush? Is this just a normal toothbrush? I don't... Are there chocolate toothbrushes? Is it... What? That's new for me if that's actually the case, but never had it, so I gotta put it in that category, but okay. Alright. Anywho, moving on. Tootsie Rolls. I love Tootsie Rolls. Nothing too mind-blowing, but I gotta put it somewhere in A tier. I would say probably just below, Hershey's Kisses. They're like kind of the same. Like, I could see people doing this, like putting this above Hershey's Kisses, but I would say for me it's just barely below Kisses, but they're still, like, of the same tier. Trolleys, I think I have had. They're the little worm things, right? They're kind of average for me. Nothing too mind-blowing. I would say probably, like, with the Lifesavers, like, high to mid C tier. I would say right there is a good spot for it. They're like little sour worm things, right? So yeah, they're like Sour Patch Kids, but I kind of don't see them... They're not really quite as good as Sour Patch Kids, but, they're still good. Alright, if you guys know me, I've mentioned this, like, excuse me, many times on stream and probably in videos even, but Twix is my favorite candy of all time. Always will be. Gotta be top of S. Sorry, SpongeBob, I love you, but Twix is it. Like, just the taste of it, the structure, the composition, the chocolate, caramel, cookie, just, it's all great stuff. I adore Twix to death. Gotta put it in top of S. Twizzlers. This one for me is probably the most mixed candy I've ever talked about. Cause it's kind of like licorice, right? But it's like better than licorice, in my opinion. I would say it's probably a B. But I'm not like a huge fan of Twizzlers. I would say it's just barely above Jolly Ranchers, but not above Ring Pop. That's a good spot for it, I think. But yeah, I don't hate Twizzlers, but I wouldn't say they're like one of my favorite candies ever. But they're still good. But I do think, is there like a black licorice flavor of Twizzlers? That one sucks. Black licorice to me is like the most disgusting candy of all time. I hate black licorice. Thank God it's not on here, but that'd be easy F tier. Alright. Why the fuck are vegetables on this list? Why the fuck are vegetables here? Who the fuck wants vegetables on Halloween? Literally, you know what? I'm doing this. Hold on. I'm doing this. I'm doing this. I'm doing this. Hold on. Add a row below. We're going lower than low. Hold on. I'm gonna change the coloring here. Give me a second. I gotta do this. I gotta do this. Hold on. F tier is gonna be like this color. And then we're putting a new red tier. Hold on. Oh, wait. Hold on. Where is it? Send it to hell. There you go. We're putting veggies there. Literally nobody wants veggies on Halloween. Literally nobody. Like, is there a single kid on this planet that would prefer to have veggies over candy? If so, you're fucking insane. I guess if you're a vegetarian, that's a different story. But, like, for me, if you give me veggies at all on Halloween, I am not coming to your house ever again. Ever. I am saying that right now. If there was ever anybody from now until the end of my life that gives me any vegetables during Halloween trick-or-treating, never go into their house again. Never, ever, ever. Send that shit to hell. Nobody likes veggies on Halloween. Nobody. Alright, Welch's fruit snacks for me are pretty damn good. I would say, like, definitely, like, low B tier. But for me, like, this right here is probably one of the most, like, go-to snacks. And they're very, very cheap, too. So, like, if I'm in the mood for a snack and, like, I don't have a lot of money, I would probably get Welch's fruit snacks. And they're also really good, as I mentioned. But, I would say about right there. Like, low B tier. Nothing too mind-blowing, but, you know, it's cheap. It's, a really easy go-to snack. And, it's good. So, there you go. Alright, Whoppers are definitely an A tier. I love Whoppers so much. Also, wait, let me, adjust this. Hold on, I gotta adjust the list real quick. There we go, so I can see the S tier. Alright, but yeah, Whoppers for me are definitely somewhere in A tier. As far as where, though? That's harder for me. I would say it's definitely above Skittles. Definitely above Tootsie Rolls. Probably above Kisses. Probably above Milk Duds. And then I would say about right there is where I'd stop. But yeah, Whoppers are good. The little chocolate balls with the, what is it, like coconut? Or no. What is the white stuff inside of Whoppers? Is it like a coconut thing or something? I don't know, but they're good. They're really good. So there you go. Alright, the last one is York. I think it's a chocolate, but I don't think I've had it before. Is it like a mint chocolate or something? I think I definitely have heard of this, but like I don't think I've ever had it before. It's like a mint chocolate, I think, or just normal chocolate, but yeah, never had it. So there you go. All right, well, guys, I have ranked a lot of Halloween candies, so there you go. And I think one final look. I think I'm good with this, honestly. This is a good list to me. Like, pretzels are not good on Halloween. Vegetables suck. Hot tamales and lifesavers are definitely D tier. C looks good. B is good. yeah, I think that this is a good list. I'm gonna stick with this. I agree with this. So there you go. So hope y'all enjoyed watching. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are and what you would change. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next tier list. And I guess happy spooky week, and look forward to more spooky. Look forward to more spooky content coming this week, because it is spooky week and we got more Halloween stuff coming. So stay tuned, and I guess till next time. Bye.
Mm-hmm.